Well, well, well. Thank you for joining me on the Ninja News. Boy, it happens. You gotta remember, you gotta go with the flow. I got up here 2 hours early to go and try to see the movie Maverick. And guess what? It was sold out. I knew it was sold out earlier, but I didn't know it was gonna be sold out the second showing at like 5:30. So I rushed out the house after work, got down here, and they said, no, we is sold out. And we sold out the next show too. I'm like, man, what? But that just reminds me, things happen for a reason. So after I got finished, finding out I couldn't, go to the movies, I'm like, forget it. I'm 2 hours early for work. So I go to my car, call my mom, and she's like, you should just go home and rest. I'm like, go home and rest? I have so much energy, it's really hard to just go home and rest. But I listened to her, and I went home. Thank God I got there safely. But actually, as a matter of fact, just before I got to my car, as I was arriving, this guy was standing there, and my car says The Real Last Dragon. So he's like, are you really the real Last Dragon? And I go, yeah. And he's like, oh, really? I go, yes, man. I go, as a matter of fact, let me get you my business card. And luckily, I had a couple of business cards, so I gave him a copy of my business card. And I asked him, I said, so, man, what do you do? What kind of work do you do? He said, oh, I make wine. I go, you make wine? I said, you need any help crushing those grapes? He said, that's been a long time ago, man. That's been decades ago. And I was like, okay, cool. No problem. So luckily, I found my business card. I gave him my business card, and I just kept on rolling. Got home, looked in the mailbox, found out my father's birthday card had came back. I'm like, oh my God. I thought he had got this like last week, but unfortunately he didn't. So I'm like, okay, now that I got a little bit of money, I could put a little bit of money in there for my dad. We had this thing a long time ago. I think it was started by my mom. On our birthdays, we give each other however old we are, that's how much money we put in the mailbox. So this time I sent my mother 85, and now that I got that card, I'm gonna send my dad 89, because the boy done turned 89 years old. Thank God for that. So yeah, it's another thing I've been hearing about, a lot of different stars escaping Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood could be a dangerous place, man. Like my brother used to say, it's a show business, show business, Hollywood show business. And some people do whatever they can in order to get that money. And if that means taking you out, they will take you out. I mean, I've met some real strenuous people in this industry, but I met some really good ones too. So I don't let nothing stop me. I keep on going toward my goals, and you should too. So if you come up against a hurdle, like Chuck Norris taught me, just back up and run and jump over it. Because life is gonna be full of hurdles. It's gonna be full of haters too. They're gonna be trying to stop you, but you know what? It's good and it's bad. So focus on the good and you'll feel better. You focus on the bad, you'll be sad. So I don't think you wanna be like that. So I'm gonna be going to work. I'm early anyway, so that's a good thing. It's better to be an hour early than a minute late. So basically I'm like a half an hour early at least. Jesus. So yeah, I don't know, what your goal is in life, but it should be to be happy and to be helpful and not be hurtful and hateful. So in the meantime, everybody, I'm not gonna just stay up here hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead, chill for a second, maybe give me a sandwich, and then go to work, deal with the deal, and get up the hill. So everybody, God bless, and as I say, don't stress, just do your best. It's all good. Thank you, guys. Ciao, Bella! Never, ever give up, grasshopper! Never! Huh.